Alrighty, guys, what's going on? Welcome into your Impact Wrestling review for October 27th, 10/27. You want to put it that way. However, the way you see it is how I'm saying it. So I'm saying it both ways, just in case. Talking about TNA Impact Wrestling. We got a chance to see Cody Rhodes in action again tonight. Did a good build on the Eddie Edwards Bobby Lashley match coming up next week. And we also got to see what is called Treat or Delete. One of the greatest things I've seen in quite some time. I'm just gonna go with it. I think it was fantastic. It was the greatest thing ever. We got to see Itchweed come back, so that was cool. But before we jump too far into the show, let's just go to the beginning, where we started with the treat or delete segment, a little bit of it. Um, and since I don't have actual notes, I don't feel like splitting it up, so I'm not going to. Um, I just overall just enjoyed this segment. Um, it was hilarious. I like how they kind of incorporated Halloween in it. Because I mean the Broken Hearties are kind of the main thing going on right now, and it made a lot of sense to incorporate them into this. But I'm glad that in the end it all made sense, and that was kind of the thing that I liked a lot. I love the freaking Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump stuff. That stuff was hilarious. How they kind of played off the presidential election. I like that, and I also like the the return of Itchweed. That was great. I love how they made fun of that freaking like scarecrow they had in the house, um, and called him Crazy Steve. I thought that was funny. Um, and then I like that the DCC kind of had their whole little input on it too. How they were warned, how the Hardys were already warned about it, but they're issuing that challenge for next week. So I would assume the Hardys would accept the challenge. It would probably happen. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna play out next week. But because Matt Hardy did have a premonition, about DCC or somebody. He didn't know who it was exactly. I don't think. Somebody intruding the Hardy estate. So I enjoyed it overall. I just want to kind of talk about it all in one anyway, because I just think it's just easier that way. Um, but anyway, Rabbit, thoughts on the? We have Rabbit Jones here. I keep forgetting when I do the audio only podcast. I keep forgetting that to introduce everyone else. So we got Rabbit Jones and we got Casey and we got DJ, obviously. So I was just trying to, because I got to remember that I because we don't do them all the time, so I don't ever think about it. But Rabbit, thoughts on the treat or delete from tonight?
So yeah, you want to just bunch them all together at once like that, or you talking about that one little joint at the beginning?
Yeah, I was just talking about it just overall, just what I thought of it about it overall.
Yeah, it was the first one. It first came on. I was looking like I don't like he had a little kid and stuff a lot. It was blowing me at the beginning, but when it went on, I liked it when he put Trump in there. And my man stunned him.
Did
He
it?
said, "I'm
I
gonna build
forgot
a
all
wall."
about the hurricane. They had the hurricane in that. That was hilarious too.
Yes, yes, yes. What say, Senior Benjamin? He said, "I'm gonna build a wall around you," and stung Trump. Joe was funny, man. Yeah, I like all that little stuff they were doing in the house like that. That was funny. I liked all that. Kids stuff. It was funny. Then he chased. Then my man each week he came out and say, what those deleted emails at? He said, I sent you 30,000 emails. Where they at? It was funny as shit. I like that joint, man. Oh, it was cool. Though. I like. Oh,
All right, Casey, thoughts on? I told you Treat or Delete was going to be amazing, Casey, but was it as amazing? Well, I just said it would be something to see. Was it something to see, Casey?
First of all, I hate you because I took notes as it went on through the night. So now I got
yeah.
to look through my
That's why you
notes.
put them all together, fool. Just because you got to skip around a little bit on your notes.
Hate you so much. I like this whole
I
thing.
actually like doing this to you. Honestly, I do. I like putting stuff together. I'm just gonna put the whole show together tonight and just be like, we had EC3 was in a match, and then Cody Rhodes was in a match. I'm just gonna put all of it together and see how it works for you.
You're a dick. First of all, I did like the treat or delete. Was that what you were telling me that I was gonna love? Because you were like, I'm not gonna tell you, but you're gonna love it. Yeah, it was awesome. They had a kind of a shitty corn maze though. I mean, come on now. It was kind of a pathetic corn maze. It was.
And what happened to Jeff Hardy though? He got sick off the corn. That ain't right.
It was elaborate, but it was kind of it was crappy. And why was there a bridge like just in the middle of the corn maze? Like why? What is that? I don't understand. Matt Hardy giving out green beans was great because nobody likes a fat Hardy. I thought that was hilarious.
That got me too. That was the other one, the fat Hardy. That was freaking hilarious.
And then I completely marked out for Hurricane and Itchweed. They were like, "You look familiar. I can't put my face on it." And then they show it's Hurricane. He's just kind of like, "Aw, man."
Oh yeah,
that was pretty funny. But the whole thing was good. I was kind of, I'm wondering what they're going to do the rest of the year because they've said they're doing a bunch of other things with the Hardy estate. So I'm excited to see what they do next. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be like a holiday one. But
actually, they said that they canceled it because of lack of funds. So, it's not happening.
Oh, yeah.
I love how wrestling fans can't enjoy what they're watching. They have to find something just to gripe about or just get on TNA about, and I just think it's funny. But anyway, we got the tag team match that started the night. We had Aaron Rex and Eli Drake. Man, took out my title. Going up against Jesse Yadas and EC3. What happened to my match? All right then. I enjoyed this match though. I did. I think as Robbie was saying a couple weeks ago, we're finally seeing Aaron Rex. We're seeing that gradual turn. I think Rabbit noticed it before anyone else did. But I feel like we definitely saw it tonight with the punch and everything there at the end.
Yeah.
But I thought this match was good. It was a good way of starting the show. Simply because it put 4 main event caliber guys out there without making them feel like they were unimportant. Without making them feel like, oh, they're the first match, so we don't care about this match. And that's what I liked about this match. I thought it was definitely good. I'm liking Aaron Rex kind of starting to be a bad guy. I think he'll be, a lot better as a bad guy. I think he comes off as more natural as a bad guy because he's played a bad guy for the majority of his career. But I enjoyed this match definitely. I think everybody played a crucial role in it, and it seems like we're gonna have Rex versus Goddard soon, and continue the Eli Drake versus EC3 feud coming up. So that's always good, and I always kind of like these tag matches. That kind of set this up, and what I liked about this is Rex was just kind of hit by inadvertently, but he still kind of got involved in this match, and that was last week on Fact of Life. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was good. Rex and Drake get the win. So, any thoughts on the opening tag team match, Rabbit?
Yeah, it gave me a chance to see a little bit more Rex. His name Deck or Rex. And I think EC3 and Jesse worked good together. Every time they got the chance to work together, they had some smooth moves together. I like the way they worked together. Tag team. They had a double slam. A couple things they did in the ring was cool. But my man Eli Drake, smooth in this match. With the nice neck break he had on EC. My man. With when he do the slam in the middle of the ring and he come back with the elbow. I like that. That's smooth. But EC3 and Jesse I think they need to tag up. I think at the beginning of this match, they work good together. Well, it was a good match though. Other than that, it was a nice stiff match, fluid, wasn't a whole lot of botch. So it was cool. I like.
It kind of makes you think what's gonna go down with the bromance too, because I thought Robert E might have been injured or something like that, and that's why they was kind of putting Jesse on his own. But then we saw him tonight. Obviously, we'd see him here in a little bit. I know that was probably Rabbit's favorite moment of the night, but we're gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
But
Casey, thoughts on the opening tag team?
But I think Jesse really needs to challenge for that title. I think he out of everybody for the title, I think he needs a challenge for the title because he's more of a pure wrestler than anybody.
Yeah.
I like the match was good. The only thing I didn't like was commentary during this match with Josh and Pope, where both talking about how Aaron Rex, like he's never been in any other style match other than the Grand Championship match. Saying like, they're sure he's used to the rounds and everything, and they're sure he'll be able to adapt to the tag team style. I was like, he's been in hundreds of other tag team matches. It's not like he's never been in a tag team match. It was just.
I didn't take it like that. I actually remember what they said, and this is just the way I perceived it. I just perceived it as them kind of saying, he's been in that certain style of match for a while now, for a little bit now, for what, a month or so. And after you get, it's kind of like with a hardcore match. After you get used to fighting the hardcore style, you go back to kind of that normal style of match. It's a little bit different. And I think they were just pointing out that he was going to have to adjust. I thought it was pretty good by commentary.
Well, that's
just me though.
That's because you're a Josh Matthews fanboy. That's all that is.
I don't think Josh Matthews is that bad.
Uh-huh.
The man, I mean,
fanboy.
To say that he's similar to Michael Cole, that's like saying, okay, hypothetically speaking, let's just say that. So Andrew Luck, right? Andrew Luck. Let's just say he went to Manning's Passing Academy multiple times. So he plays similar to Eli, or not Eli. Technically, he kind of. Anyway, he plays similar to Peyton Manning, right? And it's the same thing in this regard. Like they just, they're similar. He was taught by Michael Cole. It's not his fault. You gotta learn however you learn. He was taught by Michael Cole, so he adopted some of Michael Cole's things. Man, don't really mess up moves like talking about it. So I don't know what your issue is. The man promotes the shows he's supposed to promote on the network because he got to. So I don't know what your issue is, Casey. I don't understand. Josh Matthews ain't that bad. And he dating Madison Rain. I can't be mad at the brother.
I think he overblows stuff too much. Yeah. It'd be over the top.
That's what bothers me.
Like the kick ass machine he called EC3. Stuff like that. It's like you overblowing them. You know what I'm saying? You say stuff, he overblow stuff in the middle of the matches, and you be like, it wasn't even that serious, and you over the top. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like he says the same things every week over and over again, almost to a point where it's not natural. Like, you can have your catchphrases and things like that, but
exactly.
There's things that he just says every single week, and you can almost, predict exactly when he's going to say it. And it's kind of – he just needs to work on feeling more natural, I feel like.
Okay. Yeah, he got the can on.
I do. I get it. I see what you're saying. Any more thoughts, Casey?
No.
All right. Well, let's go into, I think, Rabbit's segment of the night. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna put it on a limb, and I'm gonna see if Rabbit grabs it. We had Grado. He came out. He came out and he wanted. He enjoys Halloween. He does. It's the candy. It's the candy. He enjoys the candy, but he also enjoys. Actually, no. He said he don't enjoy the candy because of the gluten. So that he working on the weight. So he said the gluten, it don't help with it. But he said he likes dressing up as other kind of other people, other things for Halloween. So he said this time he brings out a future Hall of Famer in Robbie E. This is his words. Future Hall of Famer in Robbie E. And he says he wants to be a bro man. This man went backstage. I don't know how he changed so fast. He went backstage, changed into some yellow tights, sprayed some orange something on that man, and came out and did the little bro man kind of. I don't know what this was. This was basically to set the scene for DCC to attack. So I'm fine with it to a certain degree. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny just because I like Grado. I just like Grado. But I think this was to set the scene for DCC to attack, which I like. But I'm still curious to see who that third member of DCC is. Unfortunately, I know who the other two are. I hate you, KJ. The two are. But I don't know who the third one is right offhand.
I could tell you.
Shut up! You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. But anyway, Rabbit, thoughts on DCC's first attack of the night, or the more important thing, Grado, Halloween and stuff.
I refuse to comment on Grado. But look, tell me one of those people is not MVP.
It's not.
Not.
Okay. All right. I don't want to know though. But cool. I want him to come back though, but I don't want him to come back rehash the BDC, But I want to see. I'm blown because y'all know who it is. Now I want to know.
See, I only know two of them. Casey knew all three of them. I didn't want to know the third one. I didn't want to know two of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to know. Hey. So I'm trying. All right, let's do this.
I'll give you a hint, okay? I'll give you a hint because I don't want to. I'll give you a hint and reply back to me on Twitter because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who don't want to know.
Exactly.
But two of them are people who haven't been on TV for a while.
Okay. But they TNA.
Two of them are.
Okay.
The third one, I don't even know who that man is. I saw him from the back, but I don't know who he is.
I can get it from that when I see him again. I get him from that. Anybody ever played, that was ever wrestling in TNA, all I got to do is really watch them a little bit. I can tell who they are. That's about all the information I'm going to need anyway. So you said two of them was Brandi and TNA, so I'll figure it out from that point on. No problem.
All right, Casey, you got any thoughts on Grado and the DCC and stuff?
Well, the three members of the DCC are. Oh, sorry. No, I thought. My bad. My bad.
Do not comment on Grado.
Yeah. I love Grado. I'm gonna comment on Grado because
I actually think Grado might be the third member that I don't know. I think he is. I think they're tricking us.
It is. It's Grado. It is. But I loved the backstage segment with Grado as JB, who he thought or what he thought his favorite holiday was, and JB's like, I'm just gonna guess Thanksgiving, and he's like, no, I'm pretty. I thought that was funny. And then Grado coming out dressed up like a bro man with the spray on tanner all over his chin. It was the greatest. Oh, I love it. I did like the DCC kind of attacking them. Kind of making it a little bit, unpredictable. You don't really know, other than the Hardys, obviously they're going after the tag team titles. It's kind of, who are they really going after? Are they going after just the entire TNA roster? Is there specific targets? It's kind of, it gives that, unpredictability a little bit.
Yeah, and I think actually the attack on Grado and Robbie E actually kind of stopped you from thinking that they may do something else later.
Yeah.
I think Rabbit over there still thinking. I think he's still thinking.
You know what? I was too. I was trying to figure it out. Yeah. Because one of them did a power drive. I mean, Tombstone power drive, right? No, it wasn't Tombstone. He did. I think he did power driver though on DJ Z. I mean, not DJ. On my man Grotto. I think he did power drive.
Let's
Yep,
jump into
it's
the
on
next match. We had Team X Gold.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everybody it's Undertaker. It is. It's Undertaker and Kane. I'm telling you the third one.
All right. We got Team X Gold. Now, over the past little bit, my thoughts about Billy Corgan have changed. I used to love the man. I did. I still like Cowboy. I do. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold up. What happened that changed your mind on this one, Claire?
The man, the thing I don't, it's the backstage stuff that really frustrates me about him. It's the crybaby aspect of him. What really got me against him is, okay, Billy Corgan comes in and he's like, I can bring TNA out, I can help TNA out, right? This is what he says, right? He says these words. And then last week, as soon as he figures out that Dixie won't give him majority control and he starts to sue the company, he says TNA is insolvent. And I'm thinking, but you just said when you thought you had full control of the company, oh yeah, you could do something about it. But now, because you want to cry because you can't get full control, now you can't fix it. Oh, now oh well, my creative oh God. No.
Wait.
What you can with what you got until you get what you want.
Wait. You telling me that he went in and she brought him in? All right, let me get this straight. Because remember, y'all are wrestling professionals for me. Y'all my news. I get news from y'all, You trying to tell me now that he has got in there and turned into Hulk Hogan and Eric Smirnoff? That what you telling me?
Pretty much.
I mean, he is suing the company. The man, the president of the company, basically he's suing the company because he can't get full control. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how much they try to say anything about it. He's mad because he thought he was coming in to get full control, and she won't give it to him because obviously Dixie Carter doesn't want to give up her company. She never has really wanted to.
She's gonna die with the company. I wish everybody get over it. She gonna die with the company. I mean,
now, albeit, now, don't get me wrong. I ain't never said that Billy Corgan was some sort of savior. I just like the man. You know what I mean? I never said that he was gonna be like this. Really haven't questioned a lot of what Dixie's done, because when I think about it, it's easy to say, oh, that whole Hogan thing was real dumb, but then when you really think about it, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. But we talked about this before, so I don't want to talk. No. I don't want to even dive into it too much.
But I got to give it to this point for you, from this point of view, right? Like the beginning of the year when I said, when she gave him the chance to take over, right? I said, it's all in his hands now. We're going to see what he got, right? I could only judge him with going on the screen, right? Because once you start going behind the scenes, that's when you're going to start getting mixed up in stuff sometimes not even true. You see what I'm saying? So you'll be mixed up in something that's not true. Then once the facts come out, your emotions already got caught up in this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So most of the time, you got to just stay, what's on the screen? What you're looking at? And just base everything on that. Now, me, I'm basing everything on that. And then the fact that everything he's doing now is on him, and I'm saying most of the stuff is basically the same thing TNA been doing, really.
It is, because when you think about, like, now I have given him a chance because I like the guy. I did. And I've given him a chance, but I've heard people say that really, what has he really done that's been like just, oh my God, that was amazing. Decay, that's about it. Because Team X Gold is real dumb. Like, it makes no sense. I haven't seen it play out yet, really. So I'm still giving it a chance. but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like I mean, to me, it just looks like a 6-man tag team match that you just have X Division superstars in.
No, I mean,
and then with the Grand Championship thing,
There's a flag.
I mean, to his credit,
yeah, you know, they competing for the flag that's got the X and the gold and the team. I know, yeah. But it don't even got the gold. It's got the X and the gold. Yeah, I get it. I mean, but I just don't like, and maybe it was just me just getting excited because, you know, I was seeing something new, hopefully, maybe, in front of my eyes, and I like new things. You know, you always like the shiny new toy.
But me, I've been watching, you know, I'm a TNA original. But like I've been saying for the last 6 months he's been taking over, the show's been still the same as they always been, good. I mean, there's nothing different that I see that he brings. If they were to take him out right now, the same things would be going on. So it's not really a change with him, other than the character on the screen that he brings. Other than that, it's nothing really different.
And that jacket he come out wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's different.
Because I think Eddie Edwards will eventually got the belt some kind of way anyway, even if he wasn't here. So everything that's happening, I think Decay, all that stuff has been going on without him too.
I mean, the only thing we might not would have saw is my boy Ain't No Shade, because I know they tight.
Now,
my boy Ain't No Shade, because they've been trying to keep him off TV. Shameful, by the way. Shameful. Also, let me let you know. We do have an interview with Ain't No Shade on the channel, so be sure to check that out for me. I had to throw that in there.
I will agree with you. He will not be on the screen if he ain't come back on there. You're right.
Unfortunately, because I do like Ain't No Shade. He's a nice fellow.
Yeah.
But
he's a good wrestler too.
Casey, you got any thoughts on what we talking about Team X Gold? I don't even know if I even got to Team X Gold yet.
No, we haven't.
Corgan and
just went on a rant about Billy Corgan. Okay. Team X Gold is there. I don't.
First of all,
don't get it.
You've got a segment with Billy and Allie.
Oh yeah,
it was just weird. Am I the only one who thought that was like the most awkward, uncomfortable segment?
I agree, and I don't know what it was. It was like it felt like the creepy old man was trying to talk to the young, hot girl or whatever. It was odd. It was. I agree. I felt like it was really odd. That's why I skipped. I did. I thought it was weird. Like it was just the way. I don't know. It was like the way it was shot, the way he was sitting. Like it was something. I don't know what it was. There was something off about that.
I was like, why are they just in the arena? Why not in his office? Like, what? Are we on to the Team X Gold thing now, or like where are we at?
We on Team X Gold, bro. We talking about DJZ versus Manders versus Braxton Sutter. And they was going up against Crazy Steve and his team. Crazy Steve. Rockstar Spud and his team, which was Crazy Steve and Abyss. I know, I ruined it. Sorry. I gave away the secret. Rockstar Spud's team. Crazy Steve's team was Rockstar Spud and Abyss, the New Decay. But I mean, I enjoyed the match. I just don't get the concept. I get it. They're fighting over like this flag or whatever. Supremacy or whatever, but technically ain't that what you're fighting for anyway? But I just don't understand, and I don't like it I don't like that it's taking the X Division Championship. It's taking the X Division Champion away from defending the title, or even being in a storyline with the title. Although Rockstar Spud need to go ahead and get that title. He need to go ahead and do it. I love DJZ, but it's Rockstar Spud's time. That man, absolute platinum on the mic. I'm in love with Rockstar Spud. But yeah, there was really no chance for Spud's team in this freaking in this match. Even though it was the Decay, there still was no chance. It felt like, Z, Mandrews, and Sutter. They kind of got the, they kind of had the upper hand the whole time with the chemistry and everything. But I just don't understand the Team X Gold thing, just because it's like the rules are supposed to be heavily enforced, but isn't every match technically the rules are pretty heavily enforced? Like every once in a while stuff breaks down. But other than that, like the rules are pretty much heavily enforced anyway. So I wish he would have added something different to that, like the heavily enforced and something. I don't know, something. I mean, I don't even know what to even add to it, but Rabbit, thoughts on Team X Gold? I don't know. You weren't here last week when we talked about Team X Gold for the first time. I don't think. Were you? Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember.
The week before. No, I wasn't here. It might have been a week before.
But thoughts on the Team X Gold match we had, or the concept in general?
You're right. It is kind of confusing, the concept. But if you just step back and just watch a 3-on-3 match, it was a good match. You had DJ Z. I mean, I agree with you that, like I told you, Spud was my most improved wrestler of all last year. And I think you're right. Like I told you, beginning of this year, I think it's his year, his time. But I also think it's DJ Z time. So that's why I said I wanted to see these two in a feud with Spud the Heel and DJ Z. Because I think it's both of their time. So that's why I think these two should be going head to head some kind of way. But this right here was a good match, man. You had DJ Z doing a lot of nice moves in here that most people can't do. When he be flipping around on his head and stuff, man. That's some tough stuff he do, man. So I like it. It's good. It's good if you want to just sit back and watch multiple X Division wrestlers wrestle at once. You know what I'm saying? It's not sloppy like a battle royal type thing, but something where you could just watch different athletes, where you can see each one of them do something different. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't get to watch them as much, but they don't have like matches, one-on-one matches where you can see with for a jobber. They don't really have jobbers in TNA, so everybody is a wrestler competing to be something. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really have a show where they can have somebody on there wrestling just to show their moves and stuff, show how they wrestle to build up their character. They don't have all that. So when you see people wrestling, this is it, you know. So I kind of like it because it gives people exposure, and it was a good match here too, though. It was a good match. Like,
yeah. Real quick, I do want to shout out to LB. You know, the only true fan of the podcast. I would think he been a fan since like day -1 or something. And then Marcus.
oh yeah. Shouts out to LB. Yeah, I be seeing he hitting up a lot.
And then Marcus Gibbons, he commenting as well. I just wanted to make sure they knew that I did see him. It took me a minute, you know, but I see y'all there, and I appreciate it. And whoever the third viewer is, I appreciate you too for viewing live. I know, you know, you never know when we're gonna do something, so I appreciate you coming by. Much appreciated. But Casey, thoughts on Team X Gold, whatever that is, Team X that's colored gold.
I have no idea what the hell they're doing with this. Like, is it gonna be like a tournament? Like, are they earning points? Does the flag mean anything? What is going on? It's almost confusing to the point where I don't even care about the match anymore, because what's the point? You know, they're good matches, but if you're gonna make a special match, like, give us more of a reason. Kind of like DJ said, you know, other than the rules are strictly enforced. Okay. But I did like Spud and Decay. I kind of, you know, it's not just because I hate Braxton Sutter, but I expected them to win. And again, it's not just because I hate Braxton Sutter. You know, side note, we could do a who would you sign? Braxton Sutter and Michael Tarver. I'm just saying.
I would definitely sign Braxton Sutter. Screw Michael Tarver. He sucks.
I would sign Michael Tarver.
Why? This man charged you $5 one time, and you're never gonna forgive him. You're supposed to forgive and forget.
I never forget and never forgive. But yeah, they're good matches. It's just, if you're gonna call something this specific, like Team X Gold, there has to be something more to it, you know. Especially with a name like Team X Gold, that makes me think there's something to do with the title. And we haven't seen anything. Like, nobody's earning points. Nobody's like, there's nothing. There's not like a bracket system or anything. It's just confusing. I am done. You may move on.
Good thing. About time. Oh, no.
You know,
Next week,
and also,
next we had a little backstage segment with Brandi and Cody kind of walking. It looked like they were walking into the building because it wasn't time for the main event yet. They were walking to the main event. They just got them at a weird time. That's what it was. They was like, no, the main event ain't right now, so y'all need to go to y'all. I was like, no, I don't know where they was walking though. They was walking somewhere. I think they was walking into the building. I like this because it just, the only reason I'm talking about this because it really kind of gives you a chance to look into Brandi's character more than anything, because we haven't really seen Brandi as a character ever. So, you know, that's what I liked about this backstage segment. But Rabbit, any thoughts on them kind of walking to the ring and her talking junk about, you know, Maria a little bit?
Nah, not too much on that one. But other than his wife is gorgeous. I like her.
Yes, she is. Yes. Anyway, Casey, thoughts on it?
one sentence, and Brandi has me as a fan for life. When she said, "I'm gonna make that bitch tap out," I was like, "Yep, she my girl." That was awesome. I was a little bit underwhelmed with the match just because we didn't see, kind of like DJ was telling me, and you know, ruined it a little bit. But you know, obviously Maria does her, you know, running away, you know, not wanting to, you know, fight when it comes to fighting. But you know, hopefully this builds up the feud more, because I did like the, you know, I like the storyline and the feud and everything. And we definitely need to see more of Brandi. I am done. You may move on.
All righty. I'm gonna move on when I want to move on. Darn it.
All right.
Anyway, it does help me know when you're done though, because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you can keep going forever and ever and ever. I'm just saying. Anyway, but we got Bobby Lashley and Eddie Owens in the ring for a contract signing. I thought this was kind of weird just because it wasn't like a pay-per-view coming up, but I did think it was nice to kind of build up the match. I like that they're building this up like it's like the biggest match in the world, because world title matches should be built up like they're the biggest matches in the world, even if they are on a normal Impact show. You know, I feel like if you're going to act like your world title is the best title in the world, you might as well build it like, you know, you wouldn't see, you know, the UFC build up their title and be like, well, you know, it's going to be on the line, but we don't care about it. So, you know, don't watch it. No, like, you know, I like how they kind of build up the fact that, you know, and plus this feud it's a little bit volatile anyway. I'm excited for this match. I'm excited to see, because I feel like Eddie Edwards is going to win, unfortunately, because I won't Lashley to win just because he's been so good. But two, I feel like it's kind of, it makes you think, how is Eddie Owens going to find a way to win next week? In my opinion, I just feel like it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, how is Eddie Owens going to find a way to win? Is he going to win by a leverage pin? Because it's usually how Lashley loses. Or is he going to maybe hit him with the Boston Knee Party? But I don't see him winning like clean, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't see him hitting a move on him and pinning him straight up for the second time in a row. I just don't see it happening. But any thoughts, Rabbit, on the build up to this match next week?
Yeah, I love this promo, man, for many reasons, but other than the fact that
Oh yeah. By the way, real quick, Rabbit, I just LB had commented that this segment Lashley dominated Edwards on the mic. Yeah, because Edwards is absolute garbage on the mic. Continue, Rabbit. I apologize. I just
and let LB know that he took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. But full disclosure, Lashley's a beast, a monster, and an animal. All right? Full disclosure. That's my number one wrestler in professional wrestling, period. With that said, this is why I like TNA, man, because it gives Eddie Edwards his shot, his chance to be in the spotlight. And I want to see what he got. You know what I'm saying? I watched him. come in this joint. He been here about 2 years now. I've been seeing him almost every week. I've been watching him grow because when he first got here, it was worse than this on the mic. You think this terrible? When he first got here, it was just crazy. I didn't even want to see him hold the mic in his hand, let alone talk. That's how bad it was. But now
Can't even think about
you can bear it. You can bear it a little bit. He's not as good as his partner on the mic because
Oh yeah,
his partner was doing more talking on the mic. But this is his chance. This is his spotlight. His chance to you a professional wrestler. Do you show us why you should be champion past this moment? You know what I'm saying? Because I like this TNA give people their chance to be exposed and be a champion. Show us how you be a champion. You know what I'm saying? I like this, man. He come on with his little suit on, coming in the joint with the belt. I liked it. There's no way he gonna ever beat Lashley, but I like this, man. I like this whole promo. I like the promo. I like the fact that Lashley kept on telling him, "This is it for you, man." You know what I'm saying? Your time is up. Then my man on the side telling him, "Y'all can't touch each other." I like this. I like the
I
whole
like
thing.
how they was like, y'all can't touch each other.
Exactly.
You know, and like, but they keep kind of playing mind games and whatnot. I like that.
Exactly. I liked it, man. I like the whole thing.
That was got him with that jab at the end, though. I mean, if nothing else, if you're not that good on the mic, if you got jabs, I at least give you a chance. You know, like if you at least got a couple of things here and there that I can be like, okay, Eddie, I like you.
Exactly.
But Casey, any thoughts on the Lashley Eddie Edwards build up?
I'm not even gonna lie. I fast forwarded through this. It was a contract signing, and all contract signings are the same. So, yeah.
This man is out of his mind. Anyway,
they are. Every contract signing is exactly the same in professional wrestling. Every single one.
Nah, because I'm gonna tell you why. For example, tonight, Eddie Edwards, you never seen him in a situation. So I mean, the setup is the same. The people are different. So you're getting different dynamics. Like Eddie Edwards, never seen him in no position as a champion. So when he's signing the contract, you get to see what he do, how he talk, how he act. You know what I'm saying? So it's new. Bobby Lashley, the beast, the monster, the animal, because he always carrying that belt. You know?
Oh yeah, and God forbid we take him outside the ring and we put him behind like a table outside the ring, because you know we hate that too, right? Remember that EC3 Lashley contract? It wasn't really a contract sign, pretty much a press conference, but still. Or we put them in a house, and they mess with that crazy table, which they should have never did. Come on, man, you ain't have to do it. Anyway, if y'all remember that, I'm sure y'all do.
Yeah.
That was the start of something great. I'm just gonna let
let
y'all know. All right. So let's continue. We had Laurel Van Ness. She wasn't wearing the dress. Shame. I think she should just wrestle in the dress. I think she should just do it. But she still look good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. What about Itchweed? Some about Itchweed came on here, right?
Oh yeah, this was when Itchweed came on. I think this is when he first came back.
Now,
because Matt Hardy was like, why are you not dressed up, Jeff?
Yeah, but when he came back, he was talking all fast, and one man, Hardy said, "Man, I don't understand what you're saying, but I like it. He was going right. I like the little joint because I never seen him do this character before, so I love this joint, man. I want to see him do it more for real. And they got a little joint where they setting up like he another character anyway. So I like it.
real quick, LB asked, what did we think about? Oh yeah, and Marcus, I like her too. I'm just gonna let you know. But LB asked about what we think about Lashley's spear from the top, the turnbuckle from the corner. I love it. I think it's amazing.
Vicious.
And the little freaking flip he does,
Vicious.
Looks like he gonna die,
but
he still figure out a way to hit it.
I like it. I don't want to keep seeing him come off the top rope doing that, man. He gonna break his neck. There's no way at all times he gonna be able to tuck his head in there that quick, man. Like the other night, man, it was close.
Yeah, we don't want any more broken freaking necks. We don't.
Yeah.
Casey, never mind. We gonna skip you because you don't care anyway. Uh, we we
Second
got
one too.
Laurel Van
Oh my
that's kind of
God.
flirting with Braxton Sutter. She's been doing this past couple weeks. I think this is gonna be kind of the fuel to the fire for this segment. The only thing I don't like about Braxton
Oh my
and
God.
Allie not being together
Mm.
is Braxton can come out with the "My Girlfriend's Stronger Than You" shirt on. I mean that's probably the greatest gimmick of all time.
Oh
Um,
my
I
God.
don't know if you guys have ever seen Braxton Sutter's old gimmick in TNA. I think he did it at One Night Only one time. He came out, he was flexing, and he had a shirt that said "My Girlfriend's Stronger Than You." But I like that they're still building on this a little bit. Obviously, we haven't seen Allie, and I don't think they said that Allie and Braxton are dating. I think they just kind of have, or they might be married. Anyway, I don't think they said anything about their relationship. So I'm wondering kind of what's going to go down with that. But you guys have any thoughts about Allie and well, we're gonna talk to Casey about Braxton Sutter.
Oh, I got thoughts. Don't worry. I got thoughts.
All right,
Oh my
Rabbit, thoughts
God.
on Laurel and Braxton? Some relations? Well, Braxton don't want them, and if Braxton don't want them, I take them.
All she's doing is playing mind games with him anyway. And Lord have mercy, she's
She can play some mind games with me. I mean,
oh,
what?
hell yes. She's lovely. Ooh, I'm done.
Casey, thoughts on the mind? She didn't put a mind trick on all of us. We might not finish the review. I'm just gonna let it out there. Casey, thoughts on Laurel and Braxton?
Then hell yes.
Braxton need to stay the hell away from my Laurel. I saw her in the dress first. She's mine. But this, it just doesn't make sense.
Casey, you taking all the women. What happened to Decay?
I ain't seen her in a couple weeks, so that's automatic.
She was deleted.
Delete.
But this just doesn't make sense because they're teasing, something with Braxton Sutter, but like DJ said, they haven't even, unless you are, that, Braxton Sutter and Allie are actually married. You don't know, they're not even, teasing that they're even a couple on the show. So it just doesn't make sense. They're trying to build heat through Braxton Sutter. If they had even said something, they haven't even said anything about Allie and Braxton, even in the same sentence in TNA. They didn't debut together. They didn't they haven't, nothing. So it just doesn't make sense storyline wise. Like I said, if you know that they're married in real life, then okay, it kind of makes sense a little bit, but in the storyline, it doesn't make sense at all. They need to, introduce the fact that, okay, they're dating storyline wise or whatever, or they're married or whatever, which, they could do, but do we really need 3 on-screen couples in TNA? All of them are real couples, but do we really need 3? I think that's overkill. But it just didn't make sense.
I would say we don't need 3.
But you got to understand that the storyline. Let's say you don't know they married, right? You're looking at the screen. You're looking at a girl that's being portrayed as the girl that mess around with everybody, according to Madison Rain. When Madison Rain was doing commentary, she said she's about to sink her teeth into main man back there next, the first victim on TNA roster. Remember that? So she already being labeled as a girl to get around a lot. So she back there teasing him, thinking that she can make Shorty mad by fucking with him, by messing around with him. You know what I'm saying? So she manipulating him. So it works through the storyline good because that's what the character they trying to make her as. So according to Madison Rain. So it fits in. Now if you know they married, it makes it awkward because they married. They deal with each other. But storyline, it fits well. And plus, by her storyline being she can't wrestle, this angle can get it where she in the ring with her husband on a more occasions than not. You understand what I'm saying? So now you're gonna have it where she in storylines with her husband, even though we don't know that they married, but they working together. So it'd be a more fluid program. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta think behind the scenes when people putting people together, is to make sure that everybody can work together. You know what I'm saying? So the storyline fits right with the girl that they're trying to make her ass. Laura Van Hell yes. Whoever she trying to make her ass, that's the one that fits the storyline. Is her trying to manipulate Main Man back there. So it fits right.
Correction, it's Laurel Van Damn.
All right, we got Laurel Van Ness. Oh my. Anyway, we got Laurel going up against Allie. I mean, I like this match. It did what it was supposed to do. You know, it was kind of like, you know, she's beating up Allie, and they're still going, which is smart. Still going with you know, Laurel knows how to wrestle. Allie doesn't. Although we know Allie knows how to wrestle. You know, from a storyline standpoint, she really doesn't. So we got to keep going with it. And I like it. I like how they booked this match. They really gave Allie some chances to win, but not any like big chances. So Laura ends up getting the win with the curb stomp. I don't know what to call it, but I'm going with curb stomp. I like it. Rabbit, thoughts on Laura Van Ness versus Allie?
Yeah, because like I was telling you a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to see a little more to her. And this gave up like a showcase of hers right here. This is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, I want to see more. It can be on my screen as long. I mean, I want a whole show dedicated to Laura Van Ness. I'm just going to throw it out there.
You best believe it.
TNA.
But yeah, this match right here, it's more of a TNA way to give you a jobber match, because you have a girl where she can't wrestle. That's a storyline, and you have the other girl where you're trying to promote her character. So it's perfect fit for them to showcase Laura Van Hell Yes or Laura Van Dam in the storyline with a girl that can't wrestle, because it give her a chance to just do everything. And to me, I mean, in a match where you're not competing really because the other person is not really a wrestler, she looked good. It was fluid. She was stiff.
Yeah, she did.
Quick.
Oh, sorry. Wrong.
Quick, too.
Wrong.
And her knees, she got long legs. So some of her moves were still fluid, even though she got long. You know, some girls with long legs, they awkward. And I liked it. She was real fluid and stiff with her stuff. And it looked like she was confident. And that's real important when you starting off in a wrestling promotion. You know, you gotta be confident in who you is. And she real confident too. I like it. I like her, yeah. I need to see more of her in a match where she competing more with somebody, not Gail Ken status, somebody like Mass Rain, matter of fact. Get her in there with Mass Rain or somebody like that, where you can see her going match move for move. But other than that, I like what I'm seeing from her. I like her. I like her.
Casey, thoughts?
Laurel Van Dam. Laurel kind of reminds me of Charlotte a little bit, but hotter, and she can wrestle without back, so which is a good thing. But I didn't think there was a horrible match. You know, they're still, you know, they're doing the storyline where Allie doesn't know how to wrestle, but I feel like they're giving us little shades of, you know, showing she has something, you know, she has, you know, toughness. She's not just, you know, she's getting beaten down, but she's not backing down, which is kind of showing a little bit of, you know, she has, you know, guts, and, you know, she there's something there.
Building a character, yeah.
But at least give the girl some ring gear. Come on now. Even Michael Cole got damn ring gear. Jeez.
But you got to listen to Master Rain too when she telling you, because they bringing her along with eventually she's gonna be wrestling. Pure. Master Rain was telling you that she be around us in the locker room. She be watching us. She be in the ring with us. She's starting to get it. You You gotta listen to the commentators too, because some of that stuff be on.
Yeah, I like that. I like that she pointed that out. I
Exactly.
like that she pointed that
So
out.
eventually they were trying to speed it along. Once the commentators started saying stuff like that, they speeding it along where eventually you're gonna start seeing her wrestle more and more, and she start getting moves in. Somebody gonna start practicing with her or something like that. So it's gonna come eventually, but the storyline is going smooth. I like it. I like the way she playing a
All
role. She
right,
playing a role perfect.
so I go to the live chat, right? Because I'm just checking. I just want to, I want to make sure I reply to these guys. And I look over and I see what happened to the Puerto Rican girl with the booty. What was her name? I was like, okay, Raquel, she's still there.
Raquel. Yeah, she was with the bro man.
Bro, yeah. I don't know what's going on with her. Let me check my Snapchat. Anyway, we gonna move on to the main event of the evening.
Are we talking about Raquel or Marty Bell?
I do miss Marty Bell.
Either one, take your pick.
See, I think he. Well, I don't know.
Raquel.
Actually,
Raquel, you gotta be talking Raquel. Gee.
Nah, she Brazilian. It can't be her.
You're right.
That's true. I don't know. He might be talking about Marty. I don't know. He's talking about Marty Bell, he says. I mean, I want to see more Marty, too. Yeah. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anyway, I think we need Marty and Jade needs to come back. Bring it back, TNA.
Yes, indeed.
But let's get to the main event. We got Maria Kanellis Bennett. The first lady.
You're missing a segment, boy.
What did I miss?
Aaron Rex and Jesse Goddard setting up.
We talked about that earlier. We talked about how they setting up the match earlier.
Nah, there was a segment backstage, bro.
I know there was a segment backstage. You're going to be like, there was a segment. It had Jesse in it. It had Aaron in it. Nah. And they're going to fight for the title.
I mean, I have more than that. But nah, you ain't never going to know now. You ain't never going to know.
Because I know how you are. You like to bring up these segments that you don't have nothing about.
I had a lot about it. But nah.
Yeah, we did have that backstage segment. I saw it, but I was going to skip it. But yeah, it does set up a title match next week, I think, for the Grand Championship. Aaron Rex versus Jesse Goddard. I'm excited. I kind of think this might be when Jesse takes the title from him.
I'm a love that.
In all honesty.
But you can tell he's on the heel where he got something going on with his fingers. He got a tape going on and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and they might. I think it might be something where Aaron Rex finds a way to win next week. Kind of dirty. Goes the dirty route, and then maybe, somebody's like, oh, no, you can't win like that, and then they end up having another match, and Jesse ends up winning. But, do you have any thoughts on the backstage segment?
Yeah, that was when a man went back there and approached him about cheating with the finger. What was that and all that? Yeah. I like the fact that my man getting aggressive about the title, because from the beginning, when I first seen him in the trial matches when they were doing the 8 people, I already told from the beginning, I think he should have the belt from the start, because he's the only one to show pure wrestling ability in the ring. But I like the fact that he now going after that title. I like that. Eventually, the beast, the monster, the animal gonna be breathing down his neck. But other than that, I like the fact that he going after that title though. I like that. I like this act.
All right, Casey, thoughts?
This was a segment, and no,
I think that was good.
I liked it. It just kind of confused me a little bit. To me, they made it seem like the match was coming up, just the way that Aaron said,
"Yeah,
in the ring." I'm like, wait, next? Like what? Also, I'm wondering, will that female judge that they've been showing finally get involved somehow?
Mm-hmm.
I know
she got a thing. She got a thing with Aaron, and they ain't telling us about
this.
Yeah. But real quick, Casey, there's a rumor. We know how true these rumors are sometimes. But there is a rumor.
It's true
that you gonna join the bromance with Grado for Halloween.
Oh yeah, no, I am. That's true.
Okay, I just want to make sure LB threw it out there, so I just want to make sure. It was confirmed.
There was a mix-up. There was a change. I was originally going to be a tag team partner with Spud, but I was like, bro, I can't. I gotta go get my Halloween costume ready because it takes a while. So I'm gonna be a bro man. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to confirm that. Okay, let's get into the main event. We got Maria Kanellis Bennett, the first lady of professional wrestling, and all that stuff she said. We got MKB and Mike Bennett going up against Cody and Brandi Rhodes. I was excited for this match just to kind of see Brandi for the first time because we really hadn't ever really seen her. But I definitely enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. I kind of like, we got to see the typical Maria. Let's run away. Maria. I still feel like Maria's tights out of control. They just are. They out of control. like Maria runs around and I'm just like, there's a match going on. I forgot. But anyway, this was a good match though. I enjoyed it. I liked seeing Brandi when she did come in. I liked the submission hold she used at the end. I kind of like the dual tap there at the end as well. But this was just a good match. I like that it kind of finished out the show. Rabbit, thoughts on the main event? And I mean, are Maria's tights just out of control? Because I think they are.
Man, I ain't like Maria. First I seen her on CNN the other day talking about Trump. I ain't know she was on Apprentice before. She been around. But yeah, I ain't like this match at all, man. It was terrible. First of all, I don't know if Cody Rhodes and his girl been working together. They don't look like they used to this together. That's the first problem. Second, by me knowing that is he too concerned about her for real, where he concentrated on her too much in his match, where he was missing steps. And then she was just terrible, period. She was botching steps all over the place. Her timing was off. Her time was off so much with her clotheslines that even a terrible wrestler had to help her out of it. The other girl, Miracle Wife, had to help her out of the clothesline issue she had. It was terrible. Terrible, terrible. Then Cody, in every move, he had to keep looking back to see was she okay, to the point where it was messing his match up. It was terrible. Then it was already terrible enough that this is the main event. You don't get no main event where you got two girls that don't want to wrestle, one that want to wrestle but just can't. You got one that probably can wrestle but don't. So she want to run around the ring and do all that nonsense. The other girl cannot wrestle. So I don't know what's going on there. Then you got Cody. He just came into the promotion. So you got to try to showcase him a little bit. You're not doing that in this match at all. So to me, Miracle showcased in this match more because he was more fluid. He was more.
Rabbit finally believes, baby. He finally believes in miracles.
God dang.
Yes.
It's a bad look. Bad look. I hate when I agree with Miracle. It's a bad look. But he was stiff and he was true to what he always do and always bring to the ring. Everything was smooth with him. He ain't botching nothing. But the things that was going on where the other three was crazy. His wife, the other Cody and his girl. I don't know. I don't think them two used to being in the ring together. They just look
I don't even think Brandi has trained. I think she's trained recently. Marcus says she's been training for 6 months.
Yeah, talk about her a little bit. Hold on. So she come from she was with him when he was in WWE.
So and that's why they're kind of awkward too, because they were together like as a couple, but not ever really in wrestling, if that makes any sense. So like she was always a ring announcer. He was a wrestler. She was a ring announcer.
Okay.
And she left. Well, they both left at the same time. And now, they're coming out together. And I think she's just learning how to wrestle now. Not necessarily now, but like over the past, few months or whatever.
I can see that. I can see that because them two just look odd together. And they look like they too concerned about each other getting hurt. So they look new to this. Period. So that showed to me, I'm watching them from coming on TNA, so I never watched them in WWE. So I don't know if they work together. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing now. And I'm telling you now, they don't look like they used to doing anything together. It was terrible. I don't know why they didn't put that in the main event. But other than that, I hate saying it, Miracle he was nice in this match. But But I don't know what was going on with everybody else. Terrible.
All right, Rabbit. I'm just gonna leave it at yes, we do. Casey, thoughts on the main event?
I kind of liked it. I mean, yeah, they need to get used to working together, and she needs, more work in the ring. But I think they could use that in a storyline, where, she's not that great in the ring, but she wants, that could be, motivation for her, to get better. But I just kind of like the storyline in general. We can definitely get more matches with Bennett and Cody out of it. We can get more, a lot of getting better in wrestling is actually wrestling. So over time, she will get better. It's just, unfortunately, I think she was starting to train a little bit in WWE, in the Performance Center. But unfortunately with WWE, until you get to like the actual show in NXT, you don't really get that in-ring, time. And she never got to that point. So this is kind of her first time to actually being able to wrestle, in a ring in front of a crowd. So,
Too, I don't think people understand how hard it is to train, like like go back to the Performance Center when you're traveling all the time with WWE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're like traveling so much. It's not like they're in Florida every weekend.
No. See, I'm a botch police. That's one thing I can't stand is botch. And there's a reason for that. Because it's called professional wrestling. So if I'm going to be hard on Grotto, there's no way I'm not saying about this is terrible.
Grado is perfect, dang on it.
But
No. If Grotto was terrible to me, there's no way this person should be in the ring if you're not ready. That's going to get somebody hurt. She's terrible. There's no way she should be in the ring. If you're not ready,
I think I'll be honest with you, Rabbit. I think we need a botch counter. If you're gonna be the botch police, we need the botch counter.
but
even there's no room for that. When they say professional wrestling, you can't be learning. I mean, learning to the point where you at the beginning. I mean, she missing steps. When they did a double tap out, where he had Miracle and she had Miracle wife, she botched that. Miracle wife had to reach her arm back so she can grab it now. It was terrible. Then she didn't even have a joint locked right. It didn't even look like it hurt. She had her legs on the wrong end of the Miracle wife legs. It wasn't even a move. It wasn't even a hold. It was terrible. I mean, you gotta really look at wrestling basics. You know what I'm saying? When you're watching people wrestling, if they ain't got the basics, they shouldn't even be in there at all. She should be a valet until she learn how to wrestle. That was just terrible. I think Miracle wife a little further ahead than her though, but she just terrible. There's no way she should be in there ever. It's just wasted the space. If Grotto shouldn't be in there, she damn sure shouldn't be in there.
Alrighty, so that was your TNA Impact Wrestling review for 10/27/2016. I thought it was a good show. I'm excited for next week. Get to see the Grand Championship on the line, I would think. We also get to see the World Championship on the line, so that's pretty cool. And maybe we get to see the Tag Team Championships on the line with the whole DCC challenge laid out. So we might get a lot of titles defended next week. That'd be pretty cool.
I really want to see that Lashley and Eddie Edwards joint, man. I'm real curious to see if Eddie Edwards can beat him one, and how can he pull that off? What you know what I'm saying? What circumstances had to happen for him to do that? You know, I just want to see it. That's one match I really want to see, man.
Alrighty. we're gonna get out of here. And we will see you guys later. Be sure to follow the podcast at ICW_podcast. Be sure to follow Rabbit at Rabbit313 on Twitter. And pretty much it. Sure to hit that subscribe button for us. Give us a like. Leave a comment down below, what you thought on the show, or tweet us, whatever you want to do. But be sure to share the video as well. And we'll see you guys later. We hope you guys enjoyed.
TNA.
And also, before I forget, be sure to check out my article on DailyDDT.com. Apparently, I'm the only one who's willing to write TNA reviews. In that positive light, back to TNA and the media. So I'm trying my best. So support me so I can write more opinion articles on TNA because they won't let me write any right now. So we'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.